James, it seems like Manchester United are backing Ten Hag. They've spent millions upon millions in this window.
You're completely right, Mike, and we were unsure following the FA Cup final, despite the fact Man United won it, whether or not Ten Hag would get the job long term. Well, they backed him, and they're spending more than £200 million now in this transfer window, just behind Chelsea. The £205.9 million, that includes Manuel Ugarte, because this will be the fifth major summer signing. Matthias de Ligt's come in, Lenny Yoro, two centre-backs. Joshua Zirkzee, we've seen him score his first goal for Manchester United already, and Nusa Mazraoui has now started United's last two games at right back. So it's been a big reshaping of Erik ten Hag's side, a different structure and a different approach in this transfer window as well. They've been patient at times, but they've not been involved in these long drawn-out sagas we've seen in recent years. And with that £205 million, they've spread that across the squad as well. There's not any spending of more than £50 million for one single player. You're not getting the £86 million we saw for Anthony or £70 million for Casemiro. So they really had different options in each area of the pitch. And now Erik ten Hag has got a squad which needs to compete for Manchester United.
But Michael, Manchester United traditionally spend a lot of money. The Glazers put a lot of money in. But historically, they've struggled to offload players for money. Are they doing better business now?
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. As you can see here, look, this is including Scott McTominay's potential move to Napoli. Now, we understand now that deal is getting finalised, and Scott McTominay looks to be a Napoli player very soon under Antonio Conte. We're including that figure here. So the figure is around €30 million. So he's going to fly in, sort out a medical. But look, you look at the players they've sold as well. Mason Greenwood, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They've sold a few squad players as well. And we're talking about the structure about Manchester United now. OK, the manager stayed, Erik ten Hag, but Omar Barada came in from Manchester City, Jason Wilcox, Dan Ashworth. Just as important bringing players in is so important getting the players you don't want out. And Manchester United seems to be doing well at this summer.
The transfer window is always one of the most exciting periods in football. It is a time when clubs reshape their squads, invest heavily in new talent, and make difficult decisions about which players to move on. The latest transfer window has once again highlighted the financial power of Europe's biggest clubs, with several teams spending heavily to strengthen their squads while others focused on generating revenue through strategic sales. Across Europe, the Premier League continued to dominate the transfer market, with English clubs leading both the spending and selling charts. The financial strength of the league, combined with intense competition for domestic and European success, pushed many clubs to invest significant sums in new players. Among all clubs, Liverpool FC emerged as the biggest spender during the transfer window. The club invested a remarkable amount of money to reinforce multiple areas of the squad. Liverpool's strategy focused on refreshing the team while maintaining their competitive edge in both the Premier League and European competitions. Such a high level of investment signals the club's determination to remain among Europe's elite and challenge for major trophies. Close behind Liverpool in spending was Chelsea FC. The London club has become well known for its aggressive transfer strategy in recent years, and this window was no different. Chelsea invested heavily in young talents and promising players, aiming to build a squad capable of long-term success. The club's recruitment strategy continues to focus on youth development and future potential, rather than only short-term solutions. Arsenal FC also ranked among the top spenders as they look to reinforce their squad for another serious title challenge. Arsenal's spending reflects the club's ambition to compete consistently at the highest level, both domestically and in European competitions. By adding quality players to an already strong squad, the club aims to close the gap on its rivals and maintain its status as one of England's top contenders. Further down the list, both Newcastle United and Manchester United made significant investments in their squads. Newcastle, backed by strong financial resources, continues to build a team capable of challenging the traditional Big Six. Their recruitment strategy focuses on players who can immediately improve the squad while also contributing to long-term growth. Manchester United also remained active in the market, strengthening key areas of the team as they attempt to return to the top of English football. Strategic signings were made to address weaknesses and improve squad depth, reflecting the club's ongoing rebuilding process. Completing the list of top spenders is Nottingham Forest. The club has continued its ambitious recruitment approach since returning to the Premier League. By investing heavily in new players, Nottingham Forest hopes to establish itself firmly in the top flight and avoid the relegation battles that often challenge newly promoted teams. While Chelsea spent heavily, they also led the list of clubs generating the most revenue through player sales. By moving several players out of the squad, the club balanced its books while creating space for new arrivals. This approach reflects a carefully managed transfer strategy designed to comply with financial regulations while maintaining squad quality. Liverpool also ranked among the top sellers, successfully generating substantial income through player departures. Strategic sales allowed the club to fund its major signings while keeping financial stability in mind. Manchester United, Sunderland, Tottenham Hotspur, and Arsenal also recorded notable transfer income. Although their sales totals were smaller than those of Chelsea and Liverpool, they still played an important role in balancing finances and reshaping their squads. A window defined by Premier League dominance. One of the most striking aspects of the transfer window was the continued financial dominance of the Premier League. English clubs not only spent the most money but also generated significant income from player sales. The league's global popularity, lucrative broadcasting deals, and commercial strength give its clubs a financial advantage over many of their European counterparts. This spending power allows Premier League teams to attract some of the best talents in world football, further strengthening the league's reputation as the most competitive and commercially successful football competition in the world. Looking ahead. As the new season progresses, the impact of these transfers will become clearer. Big spending does not always guarantee success, but it often raises expectations among supporters and increases pressure on managers and players alike. For clubs like Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester United, the challenge now is to translate their financial investment into performances on the pitch. Meanwhile, ambitious teams like Newcastle United and Nottingham Forest will hope their transfer activity provides the foundation for a successful season. Ultimately, the transfer window has once again demonstrated how financial strategy, recruitment planning, and long-term vision all play crucial roles in modern football.